Hi, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and you're watching the Kerbal Space Program. Oh, goodness me. Wow. My poor computer cannot handle this many things in close proximity. I don't even know what my frame rate is. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm up to today, to be perfectly honest. I kind of have a very vague idea of, basically the situation is that I've got a bunch of science that needs to be converted. And really, I'm kind of, I don't really want to send my Kerbals off on any adventures until that's kind of been done. There's a few things I could do with. I could do with more 3-star Kerbals than I currently have. Because at the moment I've got 2 scientists, both of whom are busy. 1 3-star engineer, because one... Well, she kind of died, but then she did kind of mysteriously reappear, so there's that. But I only have 1 3-star engineer these days. And they're off on Minmus. This was not well thought out by me when I set this up together. There's theoretically data on some of these to take. Oh, apparently, oh, maybe not. I was certain that there was data on some of these. Maybe it needs a scientist to take the data. So I thought we could get Steliela to grab some data while she was otherwise not really doing much. Wow, this is slow. Goodness me. Yeah, anyway, so I could do with, well, more 3-stars in general. I have a lot of 3-star pilots. But it would be quite nice to, you know, have more. Right, I'm just gonna, right, here I am in this conglomeration. Theoretically, all of this is one now ship. So there's this section here, which is the original mining station. This, which is the add-on. This bit here, which is the add-on research station. This is my sky crane and the Mun rover. They're all together. Now, the reason I was going to try and get some science was, yeah. See, there's science in there. Oh, which I can just convert into... Oh, not enough data to research seismic thingy from Launchpad. Wow, that's from the Launchpad. What is that doing there? What do I want? I want... There you go. 494. If I'd one less data in there, I would have room to put in. What else we got? So there's actually data on this, but it looks like a scientist is the only one who can take it off. So it's not. That's interesting. It's not actually worth any science because wow, from Kerbin's upper atmosphere, that's still in there. Above Kerbin's water, that's worth a whopping 1.4 science, but it's 22 data, so it's actually worth keeping track of for the moment. Yeah. Camera zoom being really weird. Whoop, hello. What else is there in there? Which other instruments? Where's the I think there's a thermometer in there somewhere. Oh, there we go. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. There's data in there as well, which I need to go get. Oh, that's worth. Oh, that's only worth 3. It's not worth any actual science, but it's worth 3 data. So that's worth turning into data. There you go. I have achieved something today. Man, oh man. Now, getting another 3-star scientist up here, I believe, would increase the rate of science. So it might go up to like 8 science a day. So I'm still, I mean, this is still going to be a long-term thing. So in the end, I'm still going to want right, temperature spikes suddenly. Did someone start the engines? So that is currently worth 0. So I think we can just reset that. So presumably I've actually gotten enough before now. Right, let's see if I can get that again. Now I want to get that thermometer again, if I can. See, that's worth 16 amazing science there, that is. So I bring up right, so these are the things that are available right now. 4 out of 7 are complete. Oh, I could get a surface sample. What might be worth doing? Yeah, what can I do at this far side crater? So, a seismic scan, a gravity scan. I'm just going to do a quick hide complete experiments. All right, so temperature is currently complete, but not I mean, it's not. I've got enough data to count as complete, but it has not gone back yet. But it looks like you need a scientist to take that data, and of course, I don't really want to disturb Bob inside there. Although, quite frankly, you know, it's however much science a day. It's only, I mean, to get him out and get all the science at the far side crater is probably a good thing. So why don't we grab a surface sample while we're here? Keep that. And walk our very slow way. Oh, my computer is not happy. So as you can see, there's no real point getting like an EVA report or anything, because that is absolutely done for the far side crater. Oh, so slow. And it's not you know, walking on the mun that's slow. It's my computer trying to handle all of these things at once is what is so slow. Now we'll chuck on our lights. Oh, I thought I was going, can I get close enough to... That's aggravating. I was hoping to get close enough that I'd be able to dump off the science. But it would appear I am not close enough. Alrighty then. Hopefully Stelelia's back up. Actually, I will take an EVA report now I think about it. I will take an EVA report. Because an EVA report can possibly be converted into data. Even though I in fact have all the science I can get out of that. I can still, you can still, whoa, that was weird. Okay, I thought it was shooting up into the air for a second. So I don't particularly want to actually go in, but I can store the experiments. And can I take another surface sample? No, I can't have extra ones. Okay. Normally, quite often, you can take a surface sample even if you're way up in the sky, which is or climbing on things. There we go. Let's take another surface sample. Because you see that they've got the big green thing and got the little green thing, and we'll store that. See, that's one of the interesting things about this lab is that you can just store as many as you want. Okay, I don't know if that's really helping. But if I go back to, no, there we go. Actually, I wonder if that might help to, that's now full. And this doesn't have any monoprops, so this is just on fuel. So if I unlink this, I don't know if that's going to help. I was thinking maybe if I could unattach this, that would help, but I don't think it will, because it's still it's the number of parts that's in physics range, and that's a really large number. Really not quite sure what to do about it right now. Other than completely upgrade my computer. Right, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to check out what's going on here. So I can review all the data now and see if there's any of it that can be turned into science. So there's my EVA report. So it's not worth any science recovered or transmitted, but it is worth 44 data, which I can then turn into science. That's interesting. The surface sample, I've either already done it. So I've got these two surface samples. From the moon's far side crater, but that should add up to, although currently it's only worth 96, and you can see that there's a little bit left over there, just but that should be another. They'll be counted as separate when I finally get all this back. The goo is happy to be on the far side of anything, especially if it isn't actively crashing into it. Working in a lab, in a crater, on the moon, makes you feel like a mad scientist. You note this in your report. So I've got a whole bunch of things which are worth a lot of data, and I don't actually have enough. Maybe I should bring down another lab to chuck this in. I mean, you can do ridiculous things with extra labs. If I actually brought another lab down here, Um, I can take all this data, I can take all these experiments, and I can chuck them back into that second lab and get yet more science out of it all. So in theory, what I should do is, well, what's that one? That's Northwest Cradle. Okay. In theory, what I should do when I take this stuff back is I shouldn't just take it all the way back to Kerbal. I should go to the Platinum Puffin, which is in orbit around the Mun. And I've been doing something stupid. I should have been hitting keep data all this time. I go to the Platinum Puffin, and I chuck that data in there, and I do all this science malarkey. I am so tempted to write, apart from the fact I don't know how to write mods, but a science organizer mod. I'm going to see if there is one, but a science organizer mod would be so handy. I mean, I would like to be able to do things like show me all the data that is from here, and then I can do something to all of that data at once. Like transmit everything from the Midlands, or transmit everything that's worth transmitting. I could do things like only take data, only take science experiments. So Steliela here can take science experiments. Only take the ones that haven't been turned into data, right? If it can be processed in the lab, leave it. But if otherwise, don't. I would also like to be able to, at this point, I would love to be able to just click a button and say, okay, keep everything. I've done the stuff that I've wanted to do with the 3 experiments I wanted to do it with. Just keep everything else. So I mean, I've got 80 odd experiments, and I've got to, every time I do something like this, I've got to click keep data on all 86 of them, and that's a bit pants. I mean, I'm sure if you're just going and saying, right, I'm going to immediately transmit and then I'm going to immediately grab the data again, then you don't really need to think about it. You can just accumulate all these experiments. But the fact that you can then convert them into data, and each of these only has 500 worth of data storage, you're going to want to do stuff like this where you want to check each one individually and do stuff with each one individually. I mean, you could do fun things like with a packing problem. Imagine, you open up your processing lab and you say, right, from the experiments you have, can you fill in all your gaps? Can you bring yourself up to 500 data? But never mind, eh? I'm going to leave things there. I've just been rambling. I'm sorry, I've just been rambling. I think Stelelia's enjoying herself out there. She's just going to stay out there for a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoy me rambling about doing science. Do like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Come visit NeilHalfDice at NeilHalfDice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars and just sort through all your science, because it's messy.